If I wasn't at work, I was drinking. And then I came to the realization that this isn't me. I know better than this. Something's wrong. And I finally had that breakdown one Saturday afternoon in September. I believe it was 2004, that I finally broke down, called my therapist and said, look, I gotta come clean. I got something to tell you. When I first arrived in Canada, it was when I first got to the room and I checked in and I put all my stuff in my room and I realized I was there and I was alone, even though I was scared to death. And it's the first time in my life I actually sat down scared and cried. Having the surgery, all it did was complete everything. Now I knew everything was complete. I was mentally secure that now that should there be a problem, should anybody question my license or my ID, that I was now completely 100% female, I was now 100% me, and I was now 100% happy. I'm a much mentally more stable, tougher person than I ever was as a boy. As a friend of mine said, you have more balls now than you did before. Now that I've finally healed and I'm mentally matching my body and everything is recovered from the surgery, now that I'm feeling 100%, now that I'm feeling comfortable with myself, now I'm ready to get into a relationship. Before, I was still too busy trying to make sure the mind matches the body, which matched my security. I consider myself to be a self-made lesbian. It's only been since the last few months that maybe now I'm starting to consider possibly getting into a heterosexual relationship with a male. It's something I totally thought was absolutely would never happen up until May of this year. Then finally I started opening up to the idea. I think I've been so focused on getting myself together. And it's like I said, I think it was May of this year that I finally said, okay, now I'm ready. And in the years of the transition and recovery from the surgery, I never put myself out there. I'm not the type of person to hang out in a bar. Now I'm ready that I can devote myself to actually getting involved with the relationship again for the first time in almost a decade. I'm just looking for mutual respect and love, and the same thing everybody else is looking for. I'm not looking for anything different. I think my favorite thing of being at a racetrack as a little kid, and still continues to this day, is the smell of burning methanol, the sound, the sheer volume of the supers, the feeling of the cars shaking every internal organ, and the loudness. Just something about the smell of burning methanol puts me in a happy place. Doesn't matter what kind of mood I'm in, just smelling that burning methanol is like smelling lilacs or roasting turkey to normal people. I'm feeling great. I've never felt better in my life. This definitely saved my life. I probably would not be here able to talk to you right now if I wouldn't have had this surgery. It took me away from being suicidal. I feel like a complete human, like I always should have been. I have a much brighter outlook towards everything. I'm not as pessimistic as I used to be. I'm much more optimistic about everything. And I enjoy life now. I enjoy coming to the racetrack. I enjoy going to work. I'm really, really happy. You know, the only thing I haven't done now is gotten into a relationship, and that's probably the next thing in my final that'll sum everything up is once I finally get back into a relationship. This is kind of a homecoming for me to get back here and see the sanctioning body I work for at the track that I grew up at here. But I also remember being here as a little kid in like '69, trying to stay awake watching the super modifieds, and my hero at the time, which was Ollie Silvers, and people that used to go out of their way to come say hi to me. Sometimes I'll see them turn their heads when I'm coming. Other people have gained a whole new respect for me, and I've gained more friends than I've actually lost. So does it hurt to lose the friends that I had for so long? Absolutely. Have I made better and stronger friends that aren't users and hanging on? Absolutely. And you know what? I like the people that aren't users and hangers on much better than those that only wanted something from me. I mean, this is the place I grew up as a little kid. This is a place where my sanctioning body's here. These are the cars I live and die by. It's amazing to me. Everything's been pretty much status quo. It's just the fact that I took the time to heal. I'm now feeling a lot better. My surgery is completely healed now. Everything's functioning beautifully. Life's been good. I just, like everybody else, just trying to live day to day. Things have gotten easier. I really had no struggles at all. Even if one of the neatest things I found is going out to the grocery store just wearing a sweatshirt, jeans, and no makeup, no earrings, nothing, and just getting mammed. So it's like I don't have to overdress to get to that point of being considered a female. Now I just naturally progressed as a female, and nobody sees me as a boy anymore.